Eyes of the world will be on Seattle next summer as the World Cup brings millions of people to the Emerald City. And the financial gain is expected to be in the neighborhood of $1 billion.
So with that safety as top of mind, we asked both candidates, how would a World Cup look and feel different under your opponent's leadership?
Well, under our leadership, we're already planning. I'm one of several cities, 12 or 13 cities in the country as a whole city, meeting with the mayors, making sure we are safe. I met with the mayor of Vancouver to make sure when we have cross-border travel that is safe. We've met with our local organizing committee to make sure that all the logistics and wayfinding, people speaking different languages, that they will feel comfortable here. So we are preparing for it. Not a week goes by where we're not in planning mode. So we feel pretty positioned. Under her possible administration, let's just be candid. She has no public safety background at all. None. No transportation background in terms of strategic planning, looking at what needs to be done, period. She has no national connections by which we can get this work done. So this is why you need stable leadership in place. This is not a position for the faint at heart. You have to be decisive, and I'm sure, because I've listened to her interview before, she doesn't commit to anything.
I'm actually really excited about this. Soccer is my sport, so I am really looking forward to the World Cup and to the chance to show off our city and to welcome people from all over the world to Seattle. There's a lot of opportunity there, but also we really need to be prepared. And so I would say that homelessness response is one big area where my approach is going to differ from my opponent's, right? We've seen the way that he's handled the homelessness crisis during his term, including when the MLB All-Star game came, right? And that was basically, well, we need the streets clean, so we're just going to sweep everyone away. And then they go to adjacent neighborhoods, and it's harmful both for those people and for the city. So in the first 6 months of my term leading up to the World Cup, I'm going to have it's going to be an extremely high priority to meaningfully address homelessness in the downtown core so that we are actually moving people inside as opposed to merely sweeping them away. So that's one big difference. I also think that we need to make sure that the investments that we're making in these games are going to be of permanent value to Seattle residents, not just temporary spending money for the space of a few weeks.
In our follow-up, we're going back to Mayor Harrell's response.
Yeah, he pointed out Katie Wilson's lack of direct experience dealing with public safety, so we asked him to expand on that. What is potentially at risk here? So you think public safety would be at risk? Is that what I'm hearing?
Yes, let me be very direct. Yes, it would be totally unsafe.
Does that mean you would not go to a World Cup game in Seattle if she were the mayor?
That's a silly question. I won't answer that one.
It's not a silly question. I'm asking you if you have real concerns about where her leadership would take the city and be on the stage for a big event where safety, transportation, all of that is called into the scenario. Would you go?
I don't know, Monique. I mean, I don't know. I'll let the patrons make that decision.
As you could see, our conversations with both candidates were pretty extensive, going through critical topics facing Seattle voters.
So before we say goodbye, we asked them one final question. What's something that would surprise us about you?
I've never been to the top of the Space Needle.
What?
Is this going to lose me the election?
We can make that happen.
Our next conversation will be at the top of the Space Needle.
Probably that I wake up every morning with the love of my life. I have two beautiful grandchildren, Kaya and Emmy. I have two beautiful daughters-in-law who I love, two sons, and my favorite sibling is my daughter. But don't tell my sons I said that.
Keep an eye out for your ballot. They'll be mailed out October 17th.
And keep in mind the deadline. You got to have those things postmarked by November 4th. And you can find this special online at KIRO7.com/Seattle Mayor, including the full unedited conversations we had with each of the two candidates.
Now you can also scan the QR code on your screen. In Seattle, I'm Monique Ming.
And I'm Gary Horcher. Thanks for joining us. Good night.